The industry kind of gets its hair on fire with these numbers, like only 7% of advisors have a succession plan. But here's the truth. Not having a succession plan can actually put you in the strongest position. Today we'll talk about why optionality beats assumptions and how control can lead to better outcomes for your practice and for your clients. Hi, I'm Darrell with Advisor Hunt. We hear this stat all the time, 7% or 10% or 11% of advisors have a succession plan. As if that's a crisis. It is not. Because most of those plans, they're internal successions. And guess what? Most of those internal successions fail. Last year, an advisor came to us losing sleep. He'd built a great practice, had deep client relationships, but no successor. Our response? It surprised him. Good. No strings attached. No next generation heir with expectations that may not be met. No awkward conversations. No risk of a disgruntled employee slowing things down. The result? Strong interest from well-capitalized buyers, top-tier pricing, near 100% client retention, and a transition that he felt really proud of. He didn't lack a plan. In fact, he had optionality. And optionality is the real strength most advisors overlook when they're thinking about succession. Today, we'll break this down into 3 points. Why internal succession usually lower value, why staying in control matters, and why the easy path is rarely the best for clients. Point 1. Internal successions usually result in lower sales prices. Internal succession can feel safe, it's definitely familiar, but familiarity comes at a cost. Employees often lack the capital. They don't have the leverage to pay you a fair price. And here's another stat, and this one does matter. Less than 10% of independent advisors succeed long-term, making externally transferable practices far more valuable than the internally promised ones. Relying on an internal plan often lowers the sale prices and creates longer, riskier transitions. That sure thing is rarely as secure. It's rarely the sure thing like it seems. 2. Stay in control. Groom your practice, not a person that you have no control over the outcome. The strongest advisors focus on making their practice transferable, not dependent on a single successor. By optimizing systems, team structure, client relationships, you stay in control and you create leverage for yourself. The key is optionality. Optionality means you can choose the best path. Internal succession, external sale, some sort of hybrid solution. You're not locked into one single outcome. 3. That easy option is rarely the best for clients. The internal succession path, it feels easy. Again, it feels familiar, comfortable, and even predictable. But it's not. These successions rarely align with the client's best interests. The best outcomes protect clients, reward founders, that's you, and ensure continuity. Optionality creates clarity, confidence, and a result that everybody can be proud of. Here's a simple checklist for this week. 1. Am I building a practice that is transferable, or is it dependent on a single individual? Am I prioritizing comfort over optionality? And could my transition attract top-tier buyers and retain pretty close, if not 100% of my clients? Not having a succession plan is not a weakness. It's called leverage. The strongest advisors treat their practice like an asset, not a placeholder. If you want to explore how to create optionality and maximize your exit value, click the link below to connect with us. And if this episode was helpful, subscribe and leave a review. I'm Darrell with Advisor Hunt. It's great to have you here, and we'll see you next time.